Hey, good morning, all you Flickrites and YouTube viewers. It is Saturday, December 31st, 2011. It's in fact the last day of 2011, so it being the 31st and New Year's Eve, I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be out at parties, get-togethers. If you do happen to go out, please don't drink and drive. I don't think any of you would, but you know, I want everyone to be safe out there. Watch out for the people that, don't obey those kind of rules. Yeah, I think mostly you got to watch out for the other people. So, anyway, so tomorrow will be 2012, and I will probably be writing 2011 down for at least another month. Seems like it takes me about that long to remember what year it is. I can't say that I'm going to particularly miss 2011. Wasn't a bad year, but it wasn't, a great year either. So looking forward to moving on to 2012. I do have a few goals set for the new year. And they're not really New Year's resolutions. I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions. Specifically for, you have to do it on this kind of day, For goals, I think that if you pick the day, it works better. I know for not for everyone it works that way, but at least for me, when I stopped smoking, I didn't let, like my doctor dictate what exact date would be my quit day. I picked a date that, I felt in my gut would work best, and so far it's worked pretty good. So, for some people like procrastinators or whatever, maybe they need a specific day to set goals and whatnot. But for me, it's not really my cup of tea. But, each to their own kind of thing. As you may notice, the video quality is a little bit different. My parents were awesome and got me a new HD Microsoft webcam. So I'll be recording video Saturdays with that, which is kind of a huge step up from what I usually have been using in the past, which is my HTC HD or H2 or whatever it's called. So that was kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest with you, to record videos with that. I'll show you here. So here's the lens, and that's the flash, and then here's the screen. So essentially when you're taking video, you need to obviously have the lens pointed to whatever it's recording. Well, in that, I could never, see what I was doing on camera. So I would actually have to record, the video, depending on length, and then watch it back. And if there was any kind of mistake or, the camera might have, slid down or whatever that I didn't notice, I would actually have to reshoot the whole video, which, after about 10 takes, you're like, okay, how many more times can I say good morning? So, so this should work out a lot better. In fact, Rich and I were talking last week that he thought that I should probably post some of my outtakes from my camera phone. Last week's video Saturday actually took 34 takes. And that's, from screw ups to, yawns or whatever. I don't know if you recall, but the time I was showing the front room and where I had changed it into my office, I actually was up halfway up the stairs and was coming down and talking. Well, I actually slipped and fell down the stairs, which would probably make a really funny outtake. So maybe at the end of the 366 for my last video Saturday, I might do a montage of outtakes. Even though I'm sure there'll be a few on this camera as well. But there's definitely a lot on the phone. So yeah, watch out for that. Maybe I'll do like one in the summer and then one in the fall. I'm not quite sure. Other than that, really not a lot going on. Got Christmas taken down last week. Well, I mean, this week. I don't know. Some people call it last week. Some people call it, this week. It being Saturday, I guess it was this week. So maybe earlier this week. That works. So I got everything, taken down. Love Christmas. I love putting up Christmas decorations and decorating for the holidays. But after living with it for like a month, I'm kind of over it and kind of want, the normal house back. So it's kind of nice to have everything, back to normal. And yeah, so it's been kind of, a fairly easygoing week. Last week I was sick, and this week I'm feeling a lot better. A couple days ago I had posted a picture of a nail with a defect in it. And, I feel like that sometimes. I feel like, not, the body isn't working quite as it was designed to, which is part of one of my goals in the new year, is to actually get in better shape and health. So, so I really got, I got the diabetes that I need to conquer. And that's really about it. The diabetes is really the big thing. The blood clot issue isn't going to go away. It's hereditary, so I'm going to be on blood thinners probably for the rest of my life, unless they come up with a new plan or new medication or whatever, which I really hope they do. From my understanding, they don't know a lot about blood clots, and they really only started doing a lot of research in the late 70s. Pardon me. So, it's kind of a new medical field. So I'm hoping that, in the near future they'll have some other solutions other than, thinning your blood, which can cause, all kinds of problems. I guess the blood clot would outweigh the risks of being on blood thinners. But you really have to watch your INR rate, which is the rate at which your blood clots. If it gets at that time, pro time is what they call it, gets too long, you could bleed out essentially. And that's a huge problem, especially if it's an internal issue, because sometimes you won't know it until it's too late. So so it's kind of a concern every day. If I run into a chair or whatever and I bruise, I have to be very careful and make sure the bruise doesn't get any bigger or any of that kind of stuff. So it's part of my daily routine now, and it's okay. I wish it wouldn't have come to this, as far as finding out that I have blood clots and stuff. But it's the hand that I was dealt, and just trying to get through it. So anyway, enough about that stuff. Tomorrow, being the first Sunday of the month, not only the first Sunday of the year, me and a friend of mine on Flickr, Got Nirvana, are going to start doing Superhero Sundays. And it's going to be the first Sunday of the month. Might actually, become more often than that, but for now it's kind of in its initial states. So that'll be posted sometime tomorrow, probably late afternoon. bear in mind it is new, so don't expect anything wonderful. Got Nirvana's probably gonna do a lot better job than I have. He's got a lot more experience, I guess, in taking the superhero snapshots. So yeah, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it, and it'll be fun to work on a project with another person on Flickr. Even though the 365, 366 is, it's kind of part of a community. You kind of are on your own. It's up to you to make sure you're fulfilling that goal of posting a picture every day. But with and working with someone else, you've got that motivation from that person, or to give to the other person, if they're having a hard time or whatever. So anyway, really looking forward to that. Hopefully it will get better in time. And yeah, I mean, it's a big interest of mine, so why not, Other than that, really, not much going on. I'm sure I've probably taken up a lot of your Saturday time as it is. So I appreciate all the views and all the comments. Keep them coming, definitely. And have a great New Year's Eve, and I will see you in 2012. Have a great day, everyone. See you later.